Okay, here's the quick learning curve on how to do this project with the Waupaca chain addresses in the spreadsheet. So I'm going to send you a link with the GIS location map at the county. That's Geoinformation Systems. It's the tax database. So you click right here, agree, get rid of that pop-up. This one you're not going to do any lookups, so you can get rid of that. Now the chain is located in here, right here on the map. So what we're going to do is we're just going to zoom in, and Ron will know where the chain is here, but it's over to this left side right here. This works kind of like Google Maps, but just not as fast because it's run by the county. Okay, so we're zooming in. This is all the chain now. We did everything from Otter Lake, Taylor, all this. Okay, we did all these roads. And let's just say we're going to start on Minor Lake. We're going to start here and we're going to work our way around the chain. Okay, so right here is an easy road to start with. It's called East Minor, and I'm just scrolling in, and it's a dead end road and it ends here. We don't care about anything on this side of the road. We just care about the lots on the waterfront side. So here's all the waterfront parcels delineated with these yellow lines. So there's one great big one here at the end of this road. So if we click on that, and if you move the map just a little bit so you can see this, what it shows is the basic information for the property. Just for what it's worth, if you go down here and you click on tax info, it'll open a new sheet and show you the assessment and all that. We don't care about that. We're going to look at where it says, let me get my bearings here. It'll say this property is owned by Richard G, and he's an attorney, Johnson Irrevocable Trust. See that right here. Now, all we're going to need out of that is Richard Johnson. We do not need irrevocable trust. We don't need trust. We don't need the word family, anything like that. We just need that. Okay? Now, it's showing next. This is the location of the property right here. It's N2383 East Minor, okay, Drive. Now, we know it's in Waupaca. That's not where the tax bill goes. The tax bill goes to what's called mailing right there, where it's city, state, and zip. Now, in this case, it happens to be in Waupaca because it's Rick Johnson from First National Bank. So it's P.O. Box 555. That's where the tax bill gets mailed. That's the address we need. Waupaca, Wisconsin. Now, most of the zip codes, that extra 4 digits that's right there, the 4 zeros, don't type that in. Just type 54981. Just type the 5-digit zip code. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, if you had 2 screens going, we would look in the spreadsheet and we would find Minor Drive, East Minor Drive, and I'm going to do a Control F, which works in all stuff, and I'm going to do Minor to find it rather than scrolling. Find next. Okay, that's not it. Find next. Here it is, okay? So this is East Minor. This is the road. And this is everybody that lives on that road right here, okay? Now, here is that Rick Johnson. And see, they typed in that ETAL. We don't need that. We don't need his middle initial. If you're typing, don't bother to correct it now. It's fine. There's the address. We know that's good. Okay, so it's P.O. Box 555. We know that's good. Nothing has to be done there. Now, what you're going to find here, because I know this road, these names are going to go in alphabetical, or going to go in sort order right down. So see, you're starting at 2383 and then 2391, 2395, blah, blah, blah. It just rolls right down the road. So when you have these on the screen, you'll be able to look at them pretty easy. Okay. You may want to print these pages out in just black and white, and I'll pay you a little extra for if you end up doing that, because it might go faster having that down in front of you. If that's the case, fine, don't worry about it. Now, for instance, I know this property right here, Archie Overby, that one just changed owners, okay, because it just sold. And that one I know is right up at the head of this road just because I know these things. See how I'm just scrolling around here? So what happens is this is the one that just changed hands. Okay, and see it's a different address. Okay, so right now there's the address of the property, that N2495, and it's going to Waupaca Retreat at this address right here, 1902. Okay, so what I would do is just go into this spreadsheet. I know this is Archie Overby, and it was Waupaca Retreat, and last name, first name, so there isn't anything there. And the address I did a cut and paste on is 1902 Hazel Street, and it was in Oshkosh. And the zip code's obviously going to change here, but the street address, this is the property location, see right there. Okay, so that's 2495, so that stays the same. So the only thing that's going to change in here is that. Now there's two parcel numbers there. Okay, don't worry about this tax number over here, we don't need that. But I think there was two fire numbers there, 2495 and 2497, because there's two. So this one is going to change here also. Okay, now when you get a duplicate like this, put an X here and an X here, and that tells us in mailing that there's a duplicate, because we're only going to mail one of them. And there'll be a couple where you'll have duplicates, but you'll see them. Okay, so that's how you do it. You just look down the street. Again, I'm going to go back to the GIS, and the next property is right here. If we were going down the street this way, Christine Hubert. Okay, so we would go over here. The next property down the street would be Christine Hubert, and she's getting mailed right to Waupaca. Okay, so that's the address. It matches up to here. Okay, the property location. So there'll be some of those where they're permanent residents. Okay, now I talked about these autocorrects to Ron. What I'm saying here is, if I type WAU, and it's auto filling, but if I do an autocorrect, it just automatically types Waupaca because I have an autocorrect, and you can go look that up. And if I type WI and I hit space, it autocorrects to WI capitals. Okay, and I've got those all stored here. You have to go into this autocorrect thing, and you type WI, and see, that's so I don't have to hit the capital key. So if I type SH, I get Steve Huda, see that? Okay, so this is the replace with, and you can find those, and it'll save you a lot of time, because you're going to type Waupaca 100 times, and capitals, blah blah blah. So that's how I do that. So if I was going to do a new one, for instance, I do like Jerry Lyons, so I type JL, and then I'd have Jerry Lyons here, and I hit add, and it's good to go. So then anytime I type JL and hit a space, it didn't take there yet. But anyway, that's how that works. Okay, so what I said then is, once you have this whole street done, what I would do is I would take it like that, and it's off the screen, but I would turn that all yellow then. Okay, and why isn't that working? Oh, I see, because I got the formula in there. I screwed up there. That I would take all these and I would turn them yellow, and that indicates that they're all done, and then just move to the next street. There's a west minor, an east minor, and a south minor. Okay, so there's west minor. And again, just go through there, and then when that street is all done, just turn it yellow again. Okay, so that's the basics of the project. Any questions, don't hesitate to call me, 920-889-9989. Thanks.